Hello again, Timmies and Tammies. It is Dice Bag, and we've got our second video of the Ravnica Mythic Edition openings. We'll see which Planeswalker we get this time. So, well, not much to say to start with. Let's rip right in and cut to the chase. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. We'll just add that one to the pile. Actually, let's put it on the bottom since it's lowest priority. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you get my feelings about that card. Okay, Rubble Slinger. This is a card that could have been designed by a robot. Thanks a lot. Rester's Zeal. Okay, it's a combat trick with addendum, so it can actually be used on your turn offensively to pump up a guy. You know, I feel like, well, I guess Giant Growth is kind of... I've never seen them push past Giant Growth and make something like strictly better, so I guess this is all you're gonna get. Whatever. Footlight Fiend, this guy's actually alright. A 1/1 for 1. When it dies, it deals 1 damage to anything you want, which can be an opponent. Open the gates. Oh, another one of these gate cards. Search your library for a basic land card or gate card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Doesn't even ramp you. Never liked gates. Consign to the pit. Destroy target creature. Deals 2 damage to the creature's controller. Oh, This card seems kind of familiar. Except it costs more and does less. You know what? That guy gets it too. Goblin Gathering. 3 mana, create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to 2 plus the number of cards named Goblin Gathering in your graveyard. Never been fond of cards that reference the names of other cards, but, you know, it's been around for a while. It's not too offensive. And a 5 mana 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. A little card advantage to keep your hand full, and spectacle cost only costs 3, so that makes it a lot more attractive. And I like the spectacle mechanic mostly because it combos with the other mechanic that they had in the first Ravnica, which I don't exactly remember the name of off the top of my head. It was like Bloodlust or something like that. I don't know, but the trigger is the same, so there's some synergy there, which is nice and flavorful. Justiciar's Portal. 2 mana, exile target creature you control and assign the card, but it gains first strike until end of turn. So I suppose this is a defensive card because if you did that on your turn, it would have Summoning Sickness, right? Seems like a bunch of hoops to jump through for something like that. Gateway Sneak. It's just a battlefield. We don't care about no gates. High Alert. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have Defender. And for 4 mana, you can untap target creature. This seems like you're gonna have to build a bad deck just to make this card seem good. I don't know about it. Terramander. This looks interesting. Too bad it's got Adapt. I hate Adapt. 1/1 flyer for 1 and with Adapt 4. But this ability costs 1 less to activate for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Now, I don't think that's a normal feature of Adapt, but that actually makes it more interesting, given that it gives you a thing to build your deck towards. And number 5, or 5 mana, not mana, number 5. Awaken the Erstwhile. Each player discards all cards in their hand, then creates that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Why do you want that to be a symmetrical effect? I'm not sure. That seems pretty bland. And Tamiyo is our next one. We got the emblem with them. I guess that's a feature of these packs as well. Did Karn have a... maybe he did. I didn't really check. Let's see. She looks pretty good. Again, the colors in the background are kind of dark, as is usual. Wizards of the Coast really needs to get their act together when it comes to the artwork interacting with the foils, because it's always kind of hard to see what's going on in the background, especially. Tamiyo pops out pretty well, though. Again, she's still awfully dark in the picture. You really got... They need to tell their artists to stylize it a little more, because when you got all these, you know, highly rendered, detailed things, there's just too much stuff going on to really make it work with the foiling. And on that topic, Karn's been out for a while, and we can see there is some very slight warping, but considering what they usually have, that's pretty good. I mean, if you compare it to like an Ultimate Masters foil, you can see that... Now, wait a second. Oh, that's a Pringle. This is an Ultimate Masters foil. You can see why I might have gotten confused, considering it's practically the same shape. But anyways, you can see that. Much different compared to what they've been giving us. So that's a small bonus, that the foils aren't complete garbage. Anyways, on to the next pack. And I think we'll kind of try to speed this along. We got a Spectacle guy. Now, with the Spectacle cost, 5/3 or a 5/2 is pretty good, actually. It's probably going to end up being something like a Ball Lightning, of course. It's going to attack once and die, and that's it. But for the power and toughness, 3 mana is very good. Hazda Officer, it's just a general bump up. Rester's Admonition, a nice little what do you call that? Tempo card advantage card. Well, tempo card that doesn't lower your card advantage. Of course, that's only if you cast it during your main phase. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. Savage Smash. Yeah. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. Okay, so it's your basic green-red removal. That's not really removal, but whatever. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. If you control a power with 4 or greater, you gain 4 life. 3 mana kind of makes it questionable. Plus, it's a sacrifice. Edicts are usually a little less valuable, but they can hit things that are harder to kill, I guess. Let's see, Territorial Boar. The battlefield under your control gets +1. Nothing interesting there. And a Griffin, 4 mana, 3/2 flyer, enters the battlefield, scry 1. That's a bootleg Sphinx that you're gonna draft and then throw it in the garbage after you walk out of the local game store. So 5 mana, 3/7. Nope, no thanks. Summary Judgment. We've talked about that one. And not Llanowar Elves, and not Birds of Paradise, and not Overgrown Battlement. Galloping Lizrog. This guy looks like a fun time. Okay, let's take a good look. 5 mana, 3/3. Trample, when it enters the battlefield, you can remove any number of +1/+1 counters of the amount of creatures you control. If you do, put twice that many on him. Okay. Probably not a good idea to consolidate all the power on your board into one creature, especially when it doesn't have any kind of protection. But this is modern Magic we're talking about, where removal spells often cost 5 or 6 mana, so I don't know. I wouldn't play it. And Wilderness Reclamation. At the beginning of your end step, untap all lands you control. I hear this is dumb, and it sounds pretty stupid too. Yeah, that's a big thing in, like, that's like the dream of draw go. I'm surprised they'd print something like this for 5 mana or 4 mana. That's a lot. Because it refunds itself, does it not? Yeah, at the beginning of your end step. You pay the 4 mana, and then at the end of your turn you get that 4 mana back, and you can cast whatever you want with instants on the other guy's turn. That's some... You sure about that? Cry of the Carnarium. 3 mana, exile creature... that's not what it says. All creatures get +2, exile creature cards and all that graveyard from the battlefield this turn. If a creature would die this turn, exile it instead. That is a mouthful. Just to say, it's infest with exile. Okay. Growth Chamber Guardian. Adapt to. Do we really care about adapt? I don't. Whenever one or more counters are put on a Growth Chamber Guardian, you may search your library for a card named Growth Chamber Guardian, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay, so he's kind of a Squadron Hawk kind of guy. Now he's got a built-in thing to let him search one time with Adapt, but beyond that you'll have to look for ways yourself. He seems pretty good power-wise, though. I might consider putting him in a deck if I were building a deck of that type ever myself. Okay, now that we're on to this, 3/2 for 3. That's not actually bad for a blue guy. I mean, as long as we're not talking like a Delver of Secrets or anything. Feral Maca. It's a bear, except it's a cat. Is cat the red version of bear now? Concordia Pegasus. Is it just me, or have they printed this already under a different name? Maybe the same name, I don't know. Is it a reprint? It's very forgettable, so it could be. Let's see. Basic guy with fire breathing. Open the gates. Hate gates. Skewer the critics. Oh boy. Oh geez. Thanks a lot, Wizards. You did it again. 2 of them in one set. Now I, the casual player, can play something that's almost not quite as good as cards that have been printed before, like Lightning Bolt. We'll just add him to the collection there. Growth Spiral. The Explore but More. Explore but More. That's a good one. That rhymes. Draw a card. You may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. That's not really Explore but More. It's Explore but Instant, which means... That's not it. Oh yeah. Which means you can play it after that. Good work, Wizards. And Clear the Mind. Here shuffles the graveyard into their library. Draw a card. I'm not sure if that effect is really worth 3 mana under most circumstances. Sphinx's Insight, draw 2 cards. If you cast it during your main phase, gain 2 life. Being an instant makes it not bad. Grotesque Demise, exile target creature with power 3 or less. Oh boy, and it costs 3 mana. Oh, it's not like we can cast anything better that kills anything, like murder, for the same amount. We got one of these heavy mana costed guys. When it enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage to target opponent, 2 to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Okay, it's got the up to, so you don't have to actually do it if there's no creatures or planeswalkers. Considering the body, it's not terrible. And it can get you some card advantage. And Clan Guildmage, 2 mana, 2/2, it's a bear. Target creature can't block this turn for 2, and target land you control becomes 4/4 with haste until end of turn for 3. Usually not a good idea to attack with your lands when you have creatures, because you don't want your lands to get murdered or whatever. Junk Troller, don't care. Priest of Forgotten Gods, 2 mana, 1/2, tap it and sacrifice 2 other creatures. And here we go. Any number of target players each lose 2 life and sacrifice a creature. You add black and draw a card. Okay, let me just take a second and kind of translate that into normal speak for my brain to comprehend. Okay, it's an edict plus a ritual plus card draw. Okay, that's kind of nice. I could see that being useful in like some kind of token deck or something like that. Or, as it's probably meant to be used with Orzhov, where they have sacrifice effects and they don't completely die when they're sacrificed, whatever you want to call it. Jeez. So, thanks for watching. That's about all we've got in the video with a close-up of Tamiyo. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me some feedback. What do you think about the foils here? Do they look pretty good to you? I think they have room for improvement. But, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.